So a few days ago, I did a video about Bill Murray and how the movie that he's involved in called Being Mortal, which is based on a book about hospice care, basically, and end-of-life treatment. I'm guessing Bill Murray is playing the character of that book. I haven't read the book. I don't know anything about it. I just know the summary of it, and that's that it's about hospice and end-of-life treatment and what he thought end-of-life treatment should look like. It's supposedly a good book, and it's got really good reviews. I'm sure it would have been a good drama. I don't know if it's going to get made now because the entire movie has been shut down for, and I quote, inappropriate behavior. This led to multiple outlets taking shots at Bill Murray, bringing up any argument or problem he's had with anybody over his career, turning him into a hit piece because, well, in today's society, someone always has to be destroyed to keep the mob happy. So why not go after Bill Murray, a legend, I would like to add. Well, there were no details on what this was. All we knew was the movie was suspended because of inappropriate behavior, and that's very open-ended. There were no details. Well, now we do have some details. Bill Murray came out and spoke to some people on CNBC about what was going on. And turns out the reason that the movie was suspended is because Bill Murray told a joke. That's right. A comedian told a joke. And it offended somebody. Someone was offended, made a big stink about it, and caused the movie to get shut down. I mean, that's the only reason they would shut the entire movie down is if the person was wildly offended. We have some clues to who's offended because in this 5-minute video, Bill says that it was a woman that was offended. So I went to IMDb and I wondered, okay, well, who's involved in this movie that's a woman? And there's only one listed, and that's Keke Palmer. I went to the IMDb, and here's the full cast and crew. All that's on here is this group of people. And there's only one woman on the list, and that's Keke Palmer. Doesn't say what her part is. Doesn't say anything else. Now, it could also be maybe Amy Williams, Allison Jones, Jane Madden. I don't know. Jennifer Johnson. I'd like to know who's offended and what the joke is, but we don't have any details on what the joke was. Only that things that, in quoting, he said, things that were funny before are inappropriate now, and it's a different place. And he's trying to make peace with her. I don't think that whoever it is that considered the joke inappropriate is going to make peace. I think in today's day and age, what is more valuable? Being a victim or starring in a movie? Being a victim. So naturally, now's your chance. And this is how this cancel culture shit works. Bill Murray, a big name. You cancel him. Say that you were highly offended. You get to raise your stock up. You get to get a lot of praise on being a victim. A lot of love. The victimhood comes in. It boosts your brand up. While Bill Murray's is destroyed. That's how this shit works. Well, let's take a look. I'll read you the summary here. I did something I thought was funny, and it wasn't taken that way, Murray said. The company, the movie studio, wanted to do the right thing, so they wanted to check it all out and investigate it. And so they stopped the production. But as of now, we're talking and we're trying to make peace with each other. I think it's where the real issue is. Between our peace, we're both professionals. We like each other's work. We like each other, I think. And if you can't really get along and trust each other, there's no point in going further, working together, or making a movie as well. He's allowed that he's been spending the time since production was halted doing that much else beyond thinking about what happened, adding that it's been quite an education for me. Oh, he's getting his indoctrination. You see how it works? Like, oh, okay. I really want to know what this joke was. It's never said. And I feel like if I don't see that, the world is different than it was when I was a little kid. What I always thought was funny as a little kid isn't necessarily the same as what's funny now. No, that's not true, Bill. It is still funny. The problem is a bunch of sensitive victims. People want to be victims. People want to have attention brought to them. People want to make big stinks about shit that doesn't really matter. So, yeah, the stuff's still funny. It's just the problem is now that we live in a victim culture, the only way you can get attention is to make yourself into some kind of clown. Things change and the times change. So it's important for me to figure it out. And I think the most important thing is that it's best for the other person. I thought about it, and if it's not best for the other person, it doesn't really matter what happens to me. Bill Murray said he pondered, how could I misperceive? How could I be so inaccurate and so insensitive? When you think you're being sensitive to some sensibility that you had for a long time. So we're talking about it. I think we are going to make peace with it. I'm very optimistic about it. He added that he's trying to learn from what happened. I really think that's a really sad puppy that can't learn anymore. I don't want to be a sad dog, and I have no intention of it. What would make me the happiest would be to, put my boots on and for both of us to go back into work and be able to trust each other and work at the work that we've both spent a lot of time developing the skill of, and hopefully do something that's good for more than just the two of us and for a whole crew of people and a whole crew of movie makers and the movie studio as well. So we don't know what the joke was, and we don't really know who he had a fallout with. It's probably some edgy joke. And, of course, naturally, an edgy joke is going to get you in trouble in today's day and age, let's be honest. But I bet you anything, it was an edgy joke, and somebody was a little baby about it, and now potentially an entire movie might get canceled because somebody was butthurt over a joke. Bill Murray, of course, will be sacrificed to the mob. They'll get their cancel culture blood from him, and then they'll move on to the next person. And then the person, of course, that was offended by a freaking joke will likely get their brand boosted up and more work thanks to the sacrifice of Bill Murray's legacy. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. Also, if you want to help support the channel, check out my Teespring store. There's a link in the description. You can find some merchandise in there that you might want to check out. Also, make sure to follow me over on Twitch. I do watch parties, play video games over there. They're always fun. Follow me over there and come hang out. Also, make sure you subscribe to YellowFlash, my other channel. There's a link to that in the description as well. I do a lot of live streams over there that I don't do on this channel. Usually smaller and a little bit more personal. So make sure you follow me over there and sign up.